Hello and welcome to today's class. So today we'll be dealing on quotient rule method of differentiation. So what then is a quotient? A quotient is the result of division. Now take for instance, if you have 6 all over 2, 6 divided by 2 is 3. Therefore 3 is the quotient in this scenario. Now f of x equals d of x all over d of x. Now f prime of x equals dy all over dx. F prime of x is the same thing as dy all over dx, and dy all over dx equals v du dx minus u dv dx all over v squared. So this is the formula for quotient rule. Now let's take an example. Example 1. If y equals 3x squared all over 4x plus 2, and we are asked to find dy all over dx, or f prime of x, how do we go about it? Now, whenever you are being given questions like this, the first thing you should do is to identify your u and your v. Now, u is always the numerator and v is the denominator. So u equals 3x squared, and then v equals 4x plus 2. Since u equals 3x squared, du all over dx equals, if you differentiate 3x squared with respect to x, it will give you 6x. You multiply, remember, you multiply 3x by the power and then subtract 1 from the power. Now, since v equals 4x plus 2, dv all over dx equals 4. If you differentiate 4x with respect to x, it will give you 4. If you differentiate 2, it is 0, since it is a constant. Now let's apply the quotient rule formula. Dy all over dx equals v du dx minus u dv dx all over v squared. So substituting, we have v is 4x plus 2 multiplied by du dx gave us 12x minus u is 3x squared, and then dv dx gave us 4 all over v is 4x plus 2 all squared. If you multiply through, you will have 24x squared plus 12x minus 12x squared all over 4x plus 2 all squared. Now let's factorize the numerator. So we have 12 is common here, so we bring out 12. X is also common here, so we attach x. Open bracket. 12 into 24 is 2. X into x squared, we are left with x plus 12x into 12x is 1 minus 12x into 12x squared, we are left with x, close bracket, all over 4x plus 2 all squared. Now let's take another example. Example 2. If y equals x raised to the power 2 all over cos x, and we are asked to find dy all over dx, how do we go about it? Remember, u is always the numerator and v is always the denominator. So u equals x squared. Du all over dx equals, if you differentiate x squared, it will give you 2x, and then v equals cos x. Therefore, dv dx equals, if you differentiate cos x with respect to x, it will give you negative sine x. Now let's apply the quotient rule formula. We have dy all over dx equals v du all over dx minus u dv all over dx all over v squared. Now substituting into the equation, we have our v is cos x multiplied by du dx gave us 2x minus u is x squared, open bracket, dv dx gave us negative sine x, close bracket, all over v is cos x all squared. So if you multiply through, you would have cos x multiplied by 2x gives us 2x cos x. Negative x squared multiplied by negative sine x gives us positive x squared sine x, all over cos x squared is the same thing as cos squared x. So this is how we solve quotient rule problems.